Get ready because you won't believe how much these Susan B. Anthony dollars are worth. Some rare versions have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they might be hiding in your change. In this video, we reveal the top 3 ultra-rare Anthony dollars that could make you rich. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have something really exciting to tell you. You might be holding a simple old dollar coin that could actually be worth $58,000, $86,000, or even as much as $119,000. Yes, I'm talking about the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin with the P mint mark, which means it was made in Philadelphia. Most people think these coins are just regular and not worth more than $1, but that's not true at all. Some of these coins have mistakes, also called mint errors, that make them super rare and very valuable to collectors. These kinds of coins don't come around often, but when they do, they can sell for life-changing money. So don't go anywhere, because I'm going to explain what to look for, why these coins are so special, and how you could tell if you're the lucky owner of a rare one. First, let's talk a little about the coin itself. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first made in 1979. It was the first U.S. coin to show a real woman from history, and that woman was Susan B. Anthony. She was a leader who fought for women's rights and the right for women to vote. It was a big deal to put her on a coin, but when it came out, people didn't really like it much. The coin was about the same size and color as a quarter, and that made it confusing. People didn't want to use it, so even though the government made millions of them, the coins weren't used that much. Now let's focus on the ones made in Philadelphia. If your coin has no letter under the date, that means it's from the Philadelphia Mint. This is what we call a 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar. Most of these are common, but there are a few that are very rare. One of the rare versions is called the wide rim or near date. On most coins, the date sits far from the edge of the coin. But on the rare ones, the date is much closer to the edge, making the rim look thicker. These coins can be worth a lot more money, especially if they're in great condition. A regular 1979 P wide rim in shiny, uncirculated condition can sell for hundreds or even a few $1,000s. But that's just the beginning. Some coins have much bigger problems that happened when they were made, and these problems, or mint errors, are what really drive up the value. One very rare example is a 1979 P dollar coin that was struck on the wrong kind of blank. Instead of being made on a dollar coin blank, it was struck on a blank meant for a nickel. That means the coin came out smaller than normal, but it still has the Susan B. Anthony design. These mistakes are super rare and collectors go crazy for them. One of these rare coins sold for more than $58,000. And that wasn't even a perfect condition coin. Now imagine if a coin like that was also in perfect shape, the kind collectors call mint state or even MS-70. That's the highest grade a coin can get, and it means the coin has no scratches, no damage, and looks exactly how it did the moment it was made. If someone finds a 1979 P with a rare error in MS-70 condition, it could easily sell for $86,000 or more. And there are even reports of coins like these being sold privately for up to $119,000. That's more than most people make in a whole year. And it's all from a small coin that most people ignore. So how can you tell if you have one of these coins? First, look at the rim around the coin and see how close the date is to the edge. If it's really close, you might have the wide rim version. Then, check the weight. A regular Susan B. Anthony dollar should weigh around 8.1 grams. If your coin is lighter, it could be a wrong planchet error. You can use a small digital scale at home to check the weight. Also, look closely at the design. If anything looks strange, like part of the picture is missing, or it looks off-center, or the letters are doubled, that could mean there was an error when the coin was made. All of these signs could point to a rare and valuable coin. If you think you might have one, the next step is to get it graded. That means sending it to a trusted coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They will look at your coin under special tools and give it a number grade from 1 to 70. The higher the number, the better the condition, and the more valuable the coin is. Coins with rare errors and high grades can be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even over $100,000. It's really important to get it graded if you want to sell it for top dollar, because buyers trust those grading companies to tell them the truth. So, don't toss that old $1,979 coin just yet. What seems like a simple coin could actually be a hidden treasure. And with prices going as high as $58,000, $86,000, or even $119,000, it's definitely worth taking a second look. You never know, your lucky coin could be sitting in a drawer, a coin jar, or even in your wallet right now. That's why checking your coins is so exciting. You never know what you'll find. So take out your old change, check those coin rolls, and look at the dates and edges. If you find a 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar with anything unusual about it, you could be holding a small piece of history, and a big pile of cash. Thanks for watching today's video. If you liked learning about this coin and want to find out more about valuable coins you might already own, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss out on the next coin that could change your life. And leave a comment if you have a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar at home. Who knows, maybe you're holding the next $119,000 coin. See you next time, and happy coin hunting. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and get ready because this might just be the most exciting coin story you've ever heard. What if I told you that a simple dollar coin from 1979 could be worth $60,000 or even $89,000, and in some cases, up to a crazy $128,000? Yes, a coin that people once thought was boring and useless is now one of the most valuable hidden treasures out there. We're talking about the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin with the little letter D on it, which means it was made in Denver. Most people have no idea these coins could be so rare and worth so much. Some people have even spent them by mistake, thinking they were just old and not special. But some of these coins have tiny errors that happened when they were made at the mint, and that's what makes them super valuable to collectors today. So don't skip anything in this video because I'm going to show you what to look for, how to check your coins, and how you could be holding something that's worth more than a car or even more than some homes. Let's start with the basics. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first made in 1979, and it was a big deal because it was the first U.S. coin to show a real woman. That woman was Susan B. Anthony, who fought for women's rights and helped get women the right to vote. It was meant to replace the $1 bill, but the coin didn't work out very well because it looked too much like a quarter. A lot of people mixed them up, so the coin didn't get used much. But even though the coin was not popular at the time, some of the ones made at the Denver Mint ended up being super rare by mistake. And those rare coins are worth a lot today. When coins are made, sometimes the machines mess up. These mistakes are called mint errors. Maybe the coin was made on the wrong metal. Maybe it got hit twice by the machine. Maybe the picture is off-center or the writing looks weird. These kinds of mistakes don't happen a lot, and when they do, they're not always caught before the coins are sent out. Some lucky people find them later, and when they do, those coins can sell for thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the most famous mistakes with the 1979 D dollar is a coin that was struck on the wrong kind of metal blank, which is the piece of metal before it becomes a coin. Instead of being made on a dollar coin blank, it was made on a quarter blank or even a foreign coin blank. The result is a coin that is smaller or lighter or a different color. These are called off-metal errors, and they are very rare. One of these coins sold for $60,000. Another one, in better condition, went for $89,000. And collectors say that the best one ever found, if it's graded as perfect, could be worth up to $128,000. That's life-changing money from one little coin. Now let's talk about condition. When collectors look at coins, they grade them on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the number, the better the condition. A coin that is graded MS-70 is perfect, with no marks or damage. The better the condition, the more the coin is worth. So if you find a rare error and it's also in great shape, you could be sitting on something worth more than you ever imagined. So how do you check your coins? It's easy. First, look at the date and the mint mark. You want a coin that says 1979 and has a D under the date. That means it came from Denver. Then, look closely at the coin. Does it look off-center? Is the picture or writing strange? Does it feel lighter than it should? A normal Susan B. Anthony dollar should weigh about 8.1 grams. If it's a lot lighter or smaller, it might be a rare error coin. You can use a small digital scale to check the weight. Also look for things like double images, missing letters, or anything that looks weird. If you think you found something rare, the next step is to send it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. These are trusted companies that will tell you if your coin is real, what kind of error it has, and what grade it gets. This is super important if you want to sell the coin, because serious buyers want to know exactly what they're getting. A coin that is graded and confirmed to have a rare error can go for big money at auctions or in private sales. And here's the best part, you don't need to be a coin expert or collector to find one of these. People have found them in old change jars, coin rolls from the bank, or even in coins they've had for years without knowing. That's what makes this so fun. You never know when you might find something special. One day you're looking at a pile of old coins, and the next day, you're holding one that could be worth $128,000. So after this video, I want you to go check your coins. Look for the 1979 D dollar. Hold it in your hand. Look closely at every detail. Use a magnifying glass or take a photo and zoom in. Weigh it if you can. If something looks off, don't throw it away. You might just have one of the rarest coins in America sitting right in front of you. And remember, even if your coin doesn't have a huge error, a nice clean 1979 D Susan B. Anthony coin can still be worth more than face value, especially if it's shiny and in great condition. So don't give up. Keep checking. You might find something today, or maybe tomorrow, or even next week. But once you know what to look for, you're already ahead of most people. That's why you watched this video. Now you know the secret. The next time someone gives you a weird-looking dollar coin, smile and hold on to it. It could be your lucky day. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next rare coin update. And if you have a 1979 D dollar coin at home, tell me in the comments. Who knows, maybe your coin is the next one to sell for $128,000. See you next time and happy coin hunting. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I have something really exciting to share with you. Did you know that a simple $1 coin from 1979 could be worth $55,000, $82,000, or even as much as $112,000? Yes, you heard that right. One coin, sitting in someone's change jar or maybe even in your pocket right now, could be worth a small fortune. So stay with me to the end, because I'm going to show you what to look for, why these coins are so valuable, and how to tell if you have a rare one. Let's talk about the coin itself. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar was a very special coin. It was the first U.S. coin to show a real woman instead of a symbol like Lady Liberty. Susan B. Anthony was a strong leader who fought for women's rights, and putting her on the coin was a big moment in U.S. history. The coin was made to replace the paper $1 bill and save the government money. But there was a problem. This dollar coin looked almost the same as a quarter. It was close in size, the same color, and had a similar edge. So people got confused and didn't like using it. That's why the coin wasn't very popular and was only made for a few years. Now here's where things get interesting. Even though the coin wasn't a big hit back then, some versions of it are super rare today. That's because of small differences and errors during the minting process. The coin was made in 3 different places, or mints. The coins from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, the ones from Denver have a D, and the ones from San Francisco have an S. The coins from San Francisco are the ones you really want to watch out for. In 1979, the San Francisco Mint made special proof coins. These were coins made with extra care, meant for collectors. They had a shiny mirror-like background and frosted details. But during the process, two different kinds of mint marks were used. One is called the Type 1, and the other is the Type 2. The Type 1 looks kind of blurry or filled in, while the Type 2 is clear and sharp. The Type 2 is much more rare. Not many were made before the Mint fixed the design. Now let's talk money. A regular 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is worth just $1, maybe a few dollars if it's in perfect condition. But the rare Type 2 proof coin, in perfect condition, can be worth $15,000 to $22,000. And that's just the beginning. Some coins with serious mint errors have sold for way more. One of the most amazing finds is a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar that was struck on a dime blank instead of a dollar blank. That means the coin is smaller than it should be, but it still shows most of the dollar design. Only a few of these are known to exist. One of them sold at auction for $55,200. Yes, over $55,000 for a coin that was meant to be worth just $1. And it doesn't stop there. Other error coins like double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, that's the blank piece of metal a coin is made on, have sold for $1,000, $5,000, and sometimes even more than $10,000 depending on how rare the error is. Some of the rarest coins, with perfect condition and unusual mistakes, are rumored to have sold in private sales for $82,000 and even $112,000. That's the kind of money people spend on luxury cars or down payments for houses, all from one little coin. So how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? First, check for the mint mark. Look just below Susan B. Anthony's shoulder. If you see an S, it came from the San Francisco Mint. Then, look closely at the S. Is it blurry or solid looking? That's probably a Type 1. If it's sharp and clear, you might have the rare Type 2. You'll need a magnifying glass or a good camera to see the difference. Also, see if the coin has a proof finish. Proof coins look very shiny, almost like a mirror, with frosty images. If your coin looks like that and has the clear mint mark, you might have something very special. And of course, look for anything unusual. If the coin looks smaller than normal, off-center, or has any kind of strange marks or doubling in the design, it might be an error coin, and that could be worth big bucks. Once you find something that looks promising, the next step is to get it graded. That means sending it to a professional coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll look at your coin under a microscope and give it a grade from 1 to 70. A coin graded 70 means it's in perfect, flawless condition. That's the highest grade possible, and those are the coins that sell for the most money. Grading does cost money, but if you think your coin is rare, it's totally worth it. Having it officially graded can raise its value a lot. So now you know. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar might not look like much at first glance, but it could be a hidden treasure. Coins with the clear mint mark, proof finish, and especially rare errors are in high demand. Some collectors are willing to pay thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars to get their hands on these coins. The record prices: $55,000, $82,000, and even over $112,000. Are proof that rare coins are no joke. If you have old coins lying around at home, now is the time to check them. That dusty coin folder, that old piggy bank, that forgotten drawer might hold something truly valuable. Even if you don't find a jackpot coin today, you'll learn more about what to look for, and maybe next time you'll spot one in your change.